Joe Hamblin never received any awards for his 3 years of military service in Afghanistan, but as a civilian, he's receiving one now. It was March 31st, 2016 that Hamblin had just had surgery on his foot due to a severe infection. While making his way down Bluff Street to the hospital to get it dressed the day after, he noticed a bunch of cars in the road. His front and rear dash cameras captured this footage of a woman slumped over the steering wheel of her truck.
I went around the car, and that's what the dash cam shows it. I almost hit it. I looked down, and I could see that the lady was slumped over in her seat.
That's when Hamblin's military action kicked in. He pulled his truck off to the side of the road and bravely jumped out into traffic, eventually crossing over the hood, grabbing the steering wheel to get the truck to safety.
And I'm yelling at her, she's not responding, so I reach in, grab the steering wheel, and I steering around cars. There's some cars that just stopped, like what's going on, so I have to go around them. And we weren't going that fast, probably about 15, 20 miles an hour at the most. But still the car's coming at me going pretty fast. So I saw a parking lot next to Colorline Equipment with no cars in it, pulled in there. Her foot hit the gas a little bit, and then I reached in, slapped her foot out of the way, slammed it in the park, fell off, got back up, opened the door, unbuckled her.
Officers and paramedics arrived as Hamblin pulled the woman from her truck and performed CPR. 8 minutes later, Hamblin is seen limping back across the street to his truck, moving it closer to the scene of where the woman's vehicle was pulled over. He gets out and waits for another ambulance to arrive, which blocks the view of the camera.
From what I heard, they revived her. She had some complications in the ambulance. When they got to the hospital, they put her on machines for 3 days. But because the whole incident was caused from an aneurysm, she died 3 days later.
Hamblin's heroic efforts didn't go unrecognized.
And you don't know the lives you might have saved.
I'm glad that I was able to, dodge the cars. It was like a video game or something.
He was featured in local news media and now has received one of the highest medals of honor in the U.S., the Carnegie Medal of Heroism.
Dear Joseph, it is with great pleasure that I pay tribute to you today for receiving the Carnegie Medal from the Carnegie Hero Fund Commission for the heroic acts you performed on March 31st, 2016.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
If there were more people like Joseph, we would no doubt see a world with less selfishness and tragedy, a world with less bystanders and more helping hands.
Hamblin received a high-ranking salute from Congressman Chris Stewart, who also served in the military.
This truly was an honor for me. To hear his story, to see his background, and to see his humility, and then I'm not a hero, and we're going, you are a hero.
Hamblin, who still suffers from PTSD, was supported by his family members, friends, and even his boss, who were all there to see him receive this great honor.
Oh, fantastic. I'm so glad he got this award. We're very well deserved.
With his service dog by his side, Hamblin humbly received the award, retelling his spur-of-the-moment heroic adventure.
This is a great honor, and this will go far. This will inspire me and hopefully others to be the best they can to help their community out.
Hamblin gave a final salute, then reached out to his mother for a big hug. In St. George, Melissa Anderson, CEC News.